we have two governors with us today.
All right.
The first one I'm going to introduce is the former governor, who incredibly is being considered as a fine candidate for another office or offices for a very unique reason. The reason he's being considered for other offices is he did a good job in the office he had. Usually people get mentioned because they come up with some simple-minded slogan or something. Sometimes just doing a good job makes a difference. And so we're proud to have the former governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the next, whatever he wants to be.
What a beautiful party! What a beautiful group of people. How y'all doing today? Well, thank you. First of all, will you join me one more time in thanking the person who has led us in so many ways, the person that goes to the United States Congress and not only says what he's going to do, but then does it. The person who, when times were tough, when the Bush administration, the Republicans had control of everything, and an awful lot of folk just kind of went along to go along, there was one member of Congress, our member of Congress, who stood up time and again for what was right, what was truthful, what was taking this country forward, our friend Bobby Scott. You would hardly realize that this man qualifies for Social Security in 2 years. Don't worry, if I'm a candidate again, I'll only say nice things. And on that comment, let me just say this. I appreciate your introduction, Bobby. My hope and prayer is that sometime in the next few weeks, I may be able to come back to y'all as a job applicant. All right. But first things first. Congressman Scott was kind enough to say that what Tim and I and these members of the House and Senate did was a pretty good job for Virginia. And there's all kind of independent validation of that. Best managed state, best place to start a business, best place to be born in terms of a child for educational opportunity. Kaiser Foundation recognized us as the place that signed up more kids for children's health insurance than virtually any other state. All kinds of good things. But you know what happened? There was a crowd in Richmond. Not all the folk on the other side, but there was a crowd in Richmond that everything we tried to do, the first thing they would say is no. Just think, if we do what Cree and Brian said, and we work our hearts out and send more allies to Richmond that will be partners with our friend, our great Governor Tim Kaine, what we can accomplish in this Commonwealth. So I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful for your friendship and support, particularly for Bobby's over all these years. Let's go out and win this November. And then let's talk about the future. Thank you all.
There's one category of people that we forgot to ask to come forward, and that is everybody that's president of a university. Please come forward. Is Carolyn Myers still here?
My president, where is she?
Carolyn Myers, the president of Norfolk State University.
Isn't she the prettiest president you've ever seen?
The last person I want to introduce is the person who is a former mayor of the city of Richmond, former lieutenant governor for the Commonwealth of Virginia, and as governor, Mark Warner had to clean up the mess and got things pointed in the right direction. and this governor is built on it, focusing on the important things of health care, early childhood education, transportation, very difficult issues, but moving Virginia forward. The governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Tim Kaine.
And thank you all. Wow, this is great. Man, what a crowd. Thank you all for being here, and thank you to Bobby Scott and the incredible loyal crew that puts this on year after year. It wouldn't be Labor Day, it wouldn't be the kickoff of the home stretch if we weren't here at Bobby's mother's house. It is truly a treat to be with you all. I left my extensive written comments in the car, so I will just try to be relatively brief. The sun is shining on us today, folks. The sun is shining on us in Virginia as Virginians, and it's shining on Virginia Democrats. We just have so much momentum going right now. Some of you might have seen about a month ago, the Washington Post did a very extensive statewide poll. And what that poll said is that Virginians prefer the Virginia Democratic Party by an 11-point margin over the Virginia Republican Party. That hadn't happened in 30 years, folks. It hadn't happened in 30 years. And a lot of people want to know, okay, well, what's the secret, to doing that? Well, best managed state in America, best state for business, best state for children, good educational outcomes, high median income, low unemployment, a government that has put aside the old way of trying to divide people against each other, instead trying to bring people together, find solutions for all. Everybody's important. Those are the Democratic Party values, and those are values that Virginians love. And so now we stand here with 2 months to go before a very pivotal election, the one chance that I'll have as governor to put my thumbprint on who the legislature is. This is my 12th political event this weekend. I'm leaving nothing in the gas tank because I'm going to do it all for these candidates so we can win big in November. And just as you have been helpful every year, I know you can be helpful this year, and I got good news for you. We're going to do well in November if we all work hard, and then we're going to look at 08, and we're going to have a presidential race where Virginia's electoral votes will go blue for the first time in 40 years, okay? And we will send a Democrat to the U.S. Senate. And so I will have walked in as governor with no U.S. senators, and I'm going to end up with 2 by the time I leave. We're going to win seats in Congress, and then we're going to roll forward into 09 with a great group of statewide candidates and hold on to the governor's office and thereafter. My grandmother taught me, make hay while the sun shines. It's shining. Let's make hay. Thanks.